Finally.
Welcome everyone to the Breakout Racing League Realistic Tier Austrian Grand Prix. I'm your host today, Federcheese33. Joining alongside me is Zach the Beast, Alpine team principal. He will be joining us for the race so far. Hey, welcome Zach. How are you feeling so far about this tier? We're heading into the early stages. Anything you want to comment on the racing or the championship? On your team specifically? Yes, of course. You have also recently signed Ron Swanson once again. We'll just have to wait and see until. Yeah, I know he was. You signed him in the early stages of the races. Of course. Mhm. Your mic isn't included, Zach.
Alright, we ball.
Oh no.
Oh,
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I bet. It's Jover. Oh, Zach, hold on. Uncheck it and check it again because you sounded and then you didn't sound. Okay, okay, hold on.
okay.
What?
Hold on. My Twitch is being goofy. Am I good? Am I good? It's staying good.
Wait. I think we're good.
Are we good? We good?
I think we're good for now. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Bet.
So basically,
Okay, so. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Bet. Sorry about that.
it's all good. It's all good. That's on me. So I believe the next driver that crossed the line that's on a lap is Chandler in the AlphaTauri. So you do remember his first thing, he was in the Red Bull and he did horrendous, just to put it lightly. At the end of the day, he didn't do up to standards, up to your standards actually, since you're the team principal. So he's been demoted as a punishment, I guess you can say, so he can prove his worth there. In the meantime, the next driver across the line is my driver, S11, my baby. Coming across the line, there's a 4091, goes up to P5, ahead of both Aston Martins and ahead of the Red Bull Sanchez. But I believe he has more in the tank. Same with the both Astons, they're actually starting lap now. Believe next driver across the line is Phantom on an out lap, aka Chandler said it too. Next driver across the line on an actual lap is not Minico. He's going through sector 3 now on the final straight now. Got a very good final corner as Mumu actually died, and he goes up to P11 this Minico. Splits the McLarens. I believe Dayton's in the gravel. Bro thinks he's about for Bottas. I have no clue what he's doing over there. Skidder in the McLarens. This is the person we need to keep an eye on the weekend. Winning an Alfa Romeo at Jeddah somehow. Made me feel very jealous. That should never happen again in this tier. But going through sector 3 for the final time to Skidder and McLaren. Does a very good final corner. Once again, goes across the line. Does a 4-3 behind Formula Cringe, but ahead of Sanchez. Sanchez a tenth and a half up. Oh, drifts to the final corner. That will not be good for his lap time. Coming across the line now, only jumps with the P6 behind Axe and P5. And Dayton's dead. Cool.
So there is your final qualifying results. Cam, strong start in Canada, takes pole position in the Red Bull for his second start in Red Bull. Jack, keeping it strong with Ferrari in third. Hoopalicious with his debut in Mercedes after being dropped by Red Bull. Good qualifying position, I must say, for Hoopalicious. Cloud as well, great qualifying position. Axe F1 never fails to disappoint, really. Always just right behind the leaders, waiting for them to make a mistake. Brake Tester 2, I don't know about you, Zach. I would kind of, well, from a spectator side, I would say I would be kind of underwhelming, don't you think?
I mean, for Sanchez, I would kind of agree, but with Cam, apparently his drive-through at Canada wasn't legitimate. It was just a bug in the game that got him a drive-through, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But for Sanchez, this is not the type of results you need, especially when you're basically guaranteed to be bankrupt. You need your drivers to bank in P1, P2s consistently. Sanchez already has an uphill battle starting in P6 for the sprint. This does not determine the actual starting order, by the way, for the race. This only sets the qualifying. This only sets for the sprint, as it is the old format. But also a team I'm also disappointed about, or underwhelmed about, not disappointed, is Aston Martin. Cookie, P9 is cringe in P7. I'd expect them to be ahead of Axe and Sanchez around that P3, P4 range. But P7 and P9 for that team is not good, especially when they're in a very intense battle for the Mercedes in the Constructor Championship. Mineko P11 in the Haas is a good result as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Skither 8th in the McLaren. I'm not sure if that just goes down to the car or anything really. Maybe he's just sandbagging or something. Here we are, sprint race. I'm assuming it's 10-ish laps.
It's 12 laps for the sprint, and it's 36 laps, for the main event. So I think it's just going to be mediums. Flat out push mediums.
Yeah, mediums to the end should be the best strategy going forward this race, unless there are some safety cars. Well, in that case, people are gonna negotiate whether they want to risk their softs or not, really, for the race. But we'll get into that as the race unfolds. Right now, we have a bit of a break period for all the drivers, setting up their fuel, their setups, their tires, and mostly just to get ready for the race. What would your prediction be for pole position heading to this race, Zach?
I mean, I think to be honest, I think it's gonna be Jack, because Cam, at the end of the day, I still have my doubts about him being able to close out these type of races. This could be his first opportunity to prove me wrong here. But a person I'm also looking out for, it's two people actually, is Dayton in the Mercedes and P10 in Iran and P18 in the Alpine. No bias, no bias. But
yeah, of course.
It's been known, at least to me, and that Ron, he's like a Niki Lauda type of driver. He's not that good in qualifying, but he turns it up in the race. I feel like if he can keep his nose clean all race, I feel like you can see him around that P12, P13 range. But for Dayton in the Mercedes as well, I feel like he could make his way up in the top 5, around where I expect Axe, Cloud, and almost Hoopwood to be, because I do believe that this car is perfect for him and his driving style. But then again, he's starting up alongside XXX Boss Cookie XX, so that is a bit of a bad luck charm.
Here we go. 4 red lights, 5 red lights heading into this sprint race in Austria. Who will come out on top? It is lights out and away we go. Cam gets a really great start. Jack kind of getting caught off guard by Hoopalicious. Hoopalicious around the outside makes the move. There's a bit of a 3-wide gamble there between McLaren, Red Bull, and Aston. So far, so clean for everyone. A few positions here and there. Slipstream heading off into turn 2. That's a dive bomb from one of the Mercedes. Dane into Boss Cookie. A McLaren there battling it out for Romeo. 2 Williams fighting as well in the back. But the grid order from now on is Cam, Hoopalicious, Jack, Axe, F1, Cloud, and that's your top 5 for now. Cam, really great start from him. Hoop as well. Great commitment overtaking Jack.
Yeah, definitely. As I'm looking around in the mid-pack, you see a little bit of wheel banging, but that's kind of expected on lap 1. Dayton going around the outside of the Alfa Romeo of Mumu, but Mumu is able to hold him off, as I feel like I kind of commentator jinxed both of my drivers to look out for, not gonna lie. But it seems like to me the biggest winner of lap 1 has to be Cam and Hoopalicious, who started P4 all the way up to P2 and almost all over the rear diffuser of Cam in that Red Bull. Getting around to Jack was a must-have for Hoopalicious if you wanted a chance to be close to Cam, as Cloud in the Ferrari. Same with Sanchez in the Red Bull getting around Axe. Axe trying to hang around on the inside, as Skither is right behind them, waiting in the wings maybe if perhaps some mistakes happens from others of those drivers. As the two Ferraris are now on the uphill climb to catch up to the front two, as I believe that Sanchez on the inside of Axe, a little bit of contact, but fair game, trying to make it around as Axe lets Sanchez through. Not a wise decision. Here comes Sanchez on the Skither on the inside, actually. You mentioned Skither starting P8 being a little disappointing for him, but here it comes now with the race pace in that McLaren.
Yeah, of course, Axe getting caught off guard by all these drivers. Something not must have clicked with him, or just a couple of a bit of bad luck. But DRS is now enabled. Hoopalicious still on the back of Cam. Can he prove Red Bull wrong? He's still in the title fight for sure. I mean, after Alphanesis has been dropped.
I mean, you're the owner of Red Bull, so you better be hoping that he doesn't. But DRS in this game, as we all know, is super broken. As Cookie and the Aston Martin gets around Axe is just falling like a rock here in the Alpine. It's just something that this Alpine always seems to do. But Jack has actually caught back up to the front two here, and has actually dropped Cloud as Cookie and Axe going wheel to wheel. But Cookie, I believe Cookie is on the soft compound tire. Yes, he is. Same as Skither.
Both Skither and Cookie. Maybe they're hoping for a safety car, or maybe their strategy just got ruined. I mean, do you think the softs really can make 12 laps? I mean, I think it can. A bit of a stretch, but I think it might be able to.
I think they can. It's just they're going to have no performance like around lap 8. They're just going to fall like a rock, as you can see. Skither and Cookie making their way up towards the front. They seem like they kind of stalemated. It's just that the power of the cars ahead of them may just be too much for them. As I kind of expect Axe to come back at these two later on in the later stages of the sprint race. Speaking of Axe, he's currently under pressure from Cringe, actually. But Cringe just fakes a dive bomb. Axe doesn't fall for it. Cookie misses the corner. Will that give Axe an opportunity? No, it doesn't. But Formula Cringe is still all over that rear diffuser of Axe to see if he goes for a move right here. It does not seem like it. But Sanchez is actually about to lose DRS. That's a spinner. Oh. That's Chandler. He's at the Grand Prix.
That's Chandler.
And his palm is actually off as well. It's like the virtual safety car. I wonder if something happened between those two. And Dane's around as well.
That's a full course.
That's a full
course. Full course safety car.
That's played in the hands of the two soft runners, just Skither and Cookie. Absolutely.
I mean, if anything, that definitely just helps Cam and the rest of the medium runners. They can decide to pit for the softs to the end. They decide not to, obviously, to save a set for the race.
Skither does.
Yeah, that's definitely a no-brainer from Skither. It's going to cost him a bit of positions, but might help him in the long run. We did set the safety cars to reduced, so hopefully there will be more action and less carnage. Another set of softs. Actually, that's smart. I'm not sure if that's going to help him in the race.
I mean, I disagree. He was too far up in the front. That's a good 2 or 3 points for the McLaren crew. But him pitting puts him all the way back down to P17. If anything, you should have done what Cookie did and stayed out. I mean, they're basically guaranteed to make it now. It's even questionable if the tires fall off. As Dayton gets a 5-second for collision for Ron Swanson, not my boy Ron Swanson. No. What did he do to you?
Two drivers you mentioned. Not having the best of races so far.
Dayton has wing damage again.
Thankfully, Ron came clean, though. Cam, I'm excited to see his race starts. Hoopalish is definitely very known. Well, definitely knows what Cam is capable of with these type of starts. I don't expect him to fall into this trap. Maybe Cloud or maybe Cloud or Jack. Talking about Cloud or Jack, both of them P3 and P4, very strong positions for both of them. Break Tester 2 kind of still very quiet P5. Honestly, let's go into the POV of Skither right now. Pitted for new softs. The softs beforehand were definitely they were gonna die before the end of the race. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, as Dayton pits and a bunch of other cars pit.
Dayton
Do you
retires,
think
actually. He's just
Dayton
gave up.
retires? What is that?
What is
from
this
Dayton?
strategy?
Okay, that's interesting. But he kind of expects maybe a car or two to crash here. I mean, 5 laps in and we already have a full course safety car. I fully expect a lot more within these next six laps and within the race. The race is a whole different story, but we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, if I was in Skither's situation, I feel like I would have stayed out. I would have done what Cookie did. I mean, the softs are, like I said earlier, they're guaranteed to make it now with the safety car. But the question is the performance. Will the tires fall off? But with every lap the single car safety car stays out, all it does is benefit Cookie more and more. As everybody's tires are going to be cold unless they know how to warm up the tires in this game, which is just brake dragging. And when I see everybody is doing it, so they're keeping their tires warm.
Do they know?
They don't know. They know. They know.
They know. Safety car not come in yet. All this does is help Cookie, really.
What happened? What happened to Mumu?
I'm not sure what's going on with him. He's just overtaking some cars and letting them by.
The safety car is going to come in the next lap. It's going to come in with lap 8, but I think Ron just got a free position. I have no clue how, but as Cobb actually comes into pits again, interesting strat once again.
W Strat Williams.
Yeah, W strat. This is like Diamond 1 strat right here.
I think I know what he's trying to do.
Mediums.
He's trying to pit the earliest he can. Or he's just trying to save his softs. I have no idea.
I mean, safety car's still going to come in.
Flag. He has enough time as the line is going to reduce its speed by the end of Sector 2. Bit of an underwhelming race right now, as I think over half the race has been under safety car now.
I'd say like 3 laps. Still majority. Safety car's going to come in the top though.
There we go. There's the announcement. Safety car end this lap. Racing will resume the next lap. No overtaking until your car crosses the line. And knowing Cam, he will take that to his full advantage.
I mean, let's talk about Tier 2 a few weeks ago. How do you do these starts, Feta? What would you do in Cam's situation?
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Cam, in the Red Bull. Behind him, Hoopalicious. Jack and possibly Cloud. Possibly Sanchez.
He's gone.
For the win. He's gone really early. That did not call out Hoop. That definitely caught out Jack and Cloud.
Already a 1 second gap between Hoop and Jack. Jack having to dump his battery to even stay within the RS. But let's see if Skither can prove me wrong here. He's all over Phantom already. I wonder if he's going to go for it here. Oh, he's going to go for it. Will Phantom give him the position? Skither washes it out wide, but still gives Phantom a chance to join the track safely. I believe Chandler's going to go for it. Not Chandler. But Cobb looks like he's going to go for them both. He's going to go in the middle, backs out of it last second. But Skither already up in position, but he's already a full second off of the next guy ahead of him, which one being Ron Swanson. So he's already got a very, very uphill battle to climb here if he wants to get back up to where he was before the safety car. And from what I'm seeing right now from Cookie, I still think the softs are good right now.
Yeah, I think that DRS is definitely gonna save him in the later coming laps. The race is going to be ending pretty
Contact
soon.
between Chandler and Cobb. Chandler goes half sideways, is able to save the car though, but Cobb gets a 3-second time penalty, trying to avoid the half-spinning AlphaTauri. But Sufi, 3-second penalty as well. That's going to shake up the grid a little bit. As Skither, already, after half a sector, is already back up to the rear field, and she's all over the run. Wow, look at that braking speed. No chance for the Alpine to fight off this one. Skither's already back ahead of the Alpine, back up in the P14. Now he has the 2 Alfa Romeos going after him. Ron's looking for the counter. No, he doesn't. Looks like the Alfa Romeos are going to swap as Greenhorn actually misses the corner. Now here comes Skither once again, already back up to Alfa Romeo, so gonna keep a close eye on him, but once his DRS gets going, I feel like this is where he's gonna stall out.
Yep, already in the back of Greenhorn. Will he make the move coming into Sector 3? Yes, he does. Really clean move from Skither with the superior grip. Question is, can he fall into the points before the sprint race ends? Let's look up and to the top so far. There we go. Skither actually. Oh, never mind. Let's go into the top. Cam still a very, well, not very safe, but a casual P1. Hoopalicious still pressuring him. DRS is now enabled. Hoopalicious is going to have a better chance of overtaking him. Jack barely gets the DRS. This definitely helps him considering Hoop is going to want to battle. Cam thinks about the move. Thinks better of it. 2 laps left. He's going to use those 2 laps as wisely as he can.
Between Axe and Cookie. Still seems like the sauce for Cookie is starting to fall off here. Cookie at 10 battery. Wow. He's already used up all of his battery, as Axe is already down to 50 as well. Everybody's using all of the battery.
Oh. Wow. That kind of lunge from Axe kind of caught, lunge from Cookie kind of caught Axe off guard, made him lock the
Here
rears.
comes Cringe around the outside. Will Axe give him the space? Yes, he does. But can Cringe hang it off? There's going to be close. Cringe has to back out of it.
Great racing from the Alpine and the Aston Martin. They've been battling a lot this season considering, well, especially Axe with the Aston Martins. Going back to the leaders. Penultimate lap. Hoopalicious and Cam fight for pole position for the next race. Jack is kind of closing off. He's still within that 1 second range. Hoopalicious. Cam Greenhorn gets a 3 second. It's better of it once again. Axe passes Cookie into turn 2. Cookie's gonna go down the inside. Axe has to give him space. I don't know who will have the DRS. Cookie has the DRS. Axe is under pressure by both Aston Martins. Weaves a little bit on the straight. Keeps the position. Both Aston Martins keep their ground. Coming into turn, I have no idea. Turn 4.
Going into turn 4. That puts everybody up in one spot. But while that was happening, Q-Man and C3 were going after it, which caused Skither to get DRS as well. So there's still a chance. And Sufi hairspins and almost hits Skither. Here comes Skither on Q-Man. Oh, very tight.
That was odd.
Cringe, 3-second penalty. That's going to put Skither up a spot. Same with Binico. Skither makes contact. Q-Man in the round.
Oh, that's going to be reported to the stewards. I'm not sure whose fault was that.
For the leaders.
The last lap. Yep, Hoopalicious down the inside on Cam. Both leave each other room. Cam gets the better exit of the 2, but Hoopalicious has the DRS heading into turn 4.
Wow.
Cam still holding his own. Is going to push Hoop defending his own down the inside. Keeps the lead. Gets a little bit of wheel spin. Cam takes the advantage. Goes up into the lead. The last lap. Great battle between both leaders.
Wow, this is happening. The Astons are jumping Axe. Axe loses 2 positions. Cringe around the outside on his teammate. Axe loses both spots. Cringe almost goes wide. Cookie's going to give him the space. Cookie's going to lose at the Cringe. Contact. Axe is able to keep it together. Not going into the penultimate corner. Axe has to back out of it. The Astons just jumped Axe. Wow. I cannot believe what I just saw, but could Axe get the position? No, he can't. As with that penalty, though, from Cringe, he's going to be down to P11. As that's points for Minico, as it's only the top 8 in points that get the points to the 1 through 8 point system. But you're looking at your grid for the Grand Prix.
Yes, sir. So I just received news. We are going to be restarting the lobby after this sprint race due to server issues.
All right.
Yep. There we are, Cam. Great battling from Hoopalicious. Hoopalicious, great timing with the attack. It's just that little bit of a mistake he did down into turn 4 really cost him. He's still starting P2. Gets 7 points from it as well. And Jack, well, just Jack waiting for them to battle and to reel them in.
Are you going to pause the stream, or are you going to let it run? By the way.
I'm letting it run.
Alright. So we get to see the couch reviews, F123 couch reviews, baby.
Oh, I have not done this before. Yo.
Let's go. We get the couch reviews.
Okay. Here we go. I'm loading in. Oh wait, are there no couches? Oh, there is. So we got this where is it? Compendium?
The compendium's basically
I
a
have no
celebration
clue
of
where it's
all
at.
things.
Not
Okay,
gonna
so
lie.
all new stickers you acquire are going to turn up here, and then you can open them. So
Is
let's have
it
a
in
look, see what you got.
F1 world? Hold on. It's in customization, maybe? Driver profile? No.
Yes. Yes. Oh yes.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So we got the white couch. We got the brown couch. We got another white couch. We have another white couch. We have a small couch which has very little feet support. We have another couch which would be great for lovemaking. Wow, that looks very comfortable. I'm not even gonna lie. There's just so many couches.
I
Oh
know,
my
they
god. Okay, we're not doing couches. Furniture?
The chairs.
I really like this.
How do I get to it? How do I get to the chairs?
It's next to couches.
F1 world.
But I really like the engine desks. I think they're very innovative. Floors. Floors are just floors, really. Oh, wall art. Yo, Devin Butler. Yo.
Devin Butler, bro. I feel bad for bro. He had hearing damage. He was going deaf.
Yo, I still haven't played Breaking Point. You're spoiling it for me.
My bad, my bad.
Yeah, bro.
My place. Seating. Yes, my chairs.
That's enough of that. We're gonna join the lobby.
Nah, there ain't no way. I can't join. There ain't no way.
And with that, we are back for the final race of the race. After a bit of technical difficulties with lagging, we are going to finally start the race. Cam on pole, Hoopalicious in second, Jack in third place, Cloud in fourth, and Sanchez in fifth. It is going to be a huge excitement to watch. Almost 5 people battling for the win. Zach, are you there?
Yeah, I am. I thought you were just gonna keep speaking.
Oh, yeah. Any predictions for the race? Not even results-wise, any predictions?
I got 3. I got 2 safety cars.
Honestly, even with reduced, I honestly think we're still getting 4 safety cars, really.
Bro.
That's my bet. And also, I'm betting with Skither that if he don't get it, I'm betting that he can't get a podium. I don't think he's getting a podium. Do you think he's getting a podium, Zach?
I mean, it's gonna be tight.
Yep. The lights are going to go out for the start of the Australian Grand Prix. We are out. The Austrian Grand Prix. Cam leads again. Hoopalicious gets a way better start, but Cam leads down the inside. Hoop gets a little bit of a look.
From Sky cringes around.
Here we go. Brake tester battling with Jack as well. 4P3. Cloud got a bit caught off guard there going into turn 3 though. Hoopalicious pressured by Jack. Skither down the inside of 4 cars. Skither up into P6 battling with Minico as well. And a huge battle behind as well. XF1 in 9th place battling Moo. Has the inside. Cloud having a horrible start battling with the Alpine of Axe. Axe qualified P4 down into 9th.
One bad start for the Alpine would result in an awesome start for the other Alpine. Excuse me. Ron went from P12 to P11, although 1 position gained. He's all over Mumu right now, and he's right next to his teammate. So,
yeah, of course,
if Ron can stay in DRS,
start.
My bad. But,
No, you go, bro. You go.
But I believe that
You
is
go, bro.
somebody's in the pits. That's Cobb, is Q-Man and Phantom going wheel to wheel in turn 1. Interesting corner to be going wheel to wheel at. But here comes Sufi on Ron for P11. Sufi's just going to let him have the position. Sufi squeezing Ron. Ron trying to go around the outside. He's going to let him have it. But what a horrendous start from Axe. From off the line, just in lap 1 in general, was just a worst case scenario for him. Horrible jump off the line. Got jumped by Minico and Cloud. But Cloud, to be fair, kind of had a pretty bad lap 1 as well. Got caught off by Skither going 3 wide into turn 3. Should be turn 2, but it is what it is. But Skither,
Yeah.
you are worried about him. Well, he's P6 right now in a McLaren and is keeping up with Cookie, which is keeping up with everybody else. So the rest is going to be activated at the end of this lap. So that's going to enable basically the whole field to be in a DRS train for each other.
Yeah, of course. We did see Australia round, I think it was round 3 of the race. It was a DRS train from start to finish. I fully expect that heading into this race, anyone could win as long as they're into the DRS train. And so far right now, everyone is within a second of each other. Yeah, and the whole field is within a whole second of each other. Car performance basically does not matter as long as you are in the DRS of someone regarding straight line. But so far, Cam leading. Hoopalicious right behind him. We saw Hoopalicious pressure Cam as much as he could in the sprint race. I fully expect a lot from him.
Here comes Dayton on the inside of Phantom. Sorry to interrupt you,
laps. Yeah, go ahead.
But Dayton, like we said earlier in the sprint, retired from the pits in P19. He's all the way up to P15 already. So I feel like he's going to be the game changer here, as Chandler has lost DRS to Ron. So as actually it's going to be close. I can't tell if he has DRS or not. No, he will not. As
Malicious getting the fastest lap of the race.
here comes Q-Man on Chandler, getting around him for position. Seems like
Malicious might go for the lead. Sorry about that. Around the outside, Cam lets him through. Surprisingly, I would expect Cam to fully fight that. Jack as well, right behind him.
I think this is why
All
Cam
of
didn't
them
fight it right
within
here, because here
the
comes
DRS
Jack on the inside of Hoop. He's going for his
transition
turn
of
off
each other.
the
Oh
lead.
my god.
Oh, contact, he's around.
Oh my! Jack is spun. I'm not sure what happened there. Jack, after very, I don't know if it was optimistic dive bomb. I think he might have just touched the rear wheel of Cam there. He's out. Well, not out, but he's out of the points. Something happened with him.
I mean, it's not an optimistic dive. He was like alongside Hoop and was halfway alongside Cam. So I do believe he was just entitled to space. His cob retired.
Oh, Jack goes out of the track. Something wrong with him. He's gonna go into the pits. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. This early into the race, I don't know. He might have some front wing damage from Cam. Yep, going into the pits. He's gonna pit for hearts. Oh, just fully strategic decision from Jack. It's very surprising considering there's no safety car. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
That's a retirement from Jack.
Don't agree with that decision as well. But
yeah, I mean, we had 30 laps of this race, really, to come back from this. We've seen it before from the Red Bulls, from Skither. Some great stories coming out of a great comeback drive, but Jack, the Eagle, got the better of him, really. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that, but it really did.
I mean,
here in this league.
Ferrari is your main competitor, so it could start some drama.
Not even that. It's just as a driver in general. Really, do you really accept someone retiring in the pits with 30 laps to go in a race?
I mean, I wouldn't.
But Cam, Hoopalicious, and Break Twister 2, both Ferraris, so far out of the fight, and Hoopalicious under pressure by both Red Bulls. Maybe even Boss Cookie, maybe even Skither. Just have to wait and see. So far, if I do know, Sanchez is not in a racing call with Hoopalicious and Cam. Cam and Hoop both are in contact with each other as of right now, so maybe that pass from lap 2 gave Hoopalicious, maybe they communicated with each other, that's what I'm trying to say, and maybe Sanchez won't follow. So just a bit of context heading into this battle.
Dayton is already up to P11 ahead of Ron and Q-Man, as those two are actually battling it out right now. And see if Ron is trying to stay within Dayton's DRS. Like I said, although a bad qualifying and a bad sprint, it is shaping up to be a good comeback drive from Dayton in the Mercedes. But he has 3 seconds to catch up from the guy ahead of him, which would be Sufi in the McLaren. But due to, once again, the DRS train between Cloud, Minico, Axe, Beaver, Sufi, all the way back almost 3 seconds, Dayton has to catch up, and with the DRS train, that's not going to help his case at all. But Cloud, at 20 battery, I'm not sure to even use that much already, because in this game as well, you cannot save battery. So whenever you lose it, you lose it. You cannot get it back. And here comes Minico on the inside of Cloud going to turn 4. Cloud will just give him the position. But that's why you need to save the battery here. That way you can go defensive in situations like that. But I do believe it is too early in the race to go defensive anyway. But it's just going to cost Cloud in the long run.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, pace-wise, he's after lap 1, he's not really been the best in shape, really. Minico in front of a Ferrari and an Alpine. Really great race for him so far in P6. XF1, I fully expect a great comeback from him. We really see a lot of great stories come out from this driver, and with these 3 drivers battling it out, it's gonna be a great story. Look at Axe already
Look how close
pushing
they are to
practically.
Each other. Yep, here he comes.
He's
on
gonna
Cloud.
go for the move on Cloud around the outside. Might even go for Minico.
Oh,
Minico is a sitting duck heading into turn 3. Cloud has the inside. XF1 has the overspeed. Great stuff from XF1. Late braking. They planned it extremely well. There we go, up into P6.
Minico had an extreme snap of oversteer on the rear, which caused Mumu to get around him as well, but here comes Sufi on the inside.
Sufyan. Oh.
Oh, bit of wheel
Bit of
spin.
contact between the two. Minico from P6 to P10. 4 positions down.
I believe Fringe and Chandler said it had been off somewhere. But like I mentioned, Dayton, although with a good comeback drive, look at the gap. It's only stagnated as Sky and the other Haas is around. So what an abysmal lap from the Haas crew. As Beaver is off as well, going in the pits.
Going into the pits, yeah. Very early. Might go for the double stop.
But wow, look how slow Mumu was. Look at the gap that costed him. 2 seconds between Axe and Cloud. Here comes Minico on Sufi on the inside at turn 3. Sufi just gives him the position.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there with Minico. Cloud and Axe are going to be battling. Cloud gets the position from the DRS. Up into P6 once again. Minico might still be in it. A bit far back from the pair in front. We just have to wait and see. Lap 9 out of 36. Still a long way to go. Talking about strategies. Axe, the only one with Dayton with hards in the top 10.
Dayton 1.6 off of Sufi. It's just once that DRS train. It looked like Dayton was able to stay in touch with Sufi as someone's around, and that's a virtual somehow? I think it's Sky. Yeah, he lost his front wing.
Well then, even with reduced damage, this game does not fail to give us any safety cars, which is quite interesting. This does help Sky, obviously, in
Greenhorn's
probably
in the
going
pits.
into the pits. Yeah, Greenhorn in the pits. A lot of people in the pits so far. We're not even halfway into the race.
Same with Formula Cringe as well. Greenhorn went on the mediums. I feel like Cringe is going the hards, maybe, or hards, yes, for the Aston. As this virtual is already over, and Skiller's all over the Cookie. Cookie just got jumped under the VSC. Now Skiller gonna go around the outside of this corner. Look at the gap between himself and Sanchez, so they're gonna lose DRS battling. Cookie needs to give this up if they want to stay in contention for the podium. As he does, as it's at .968. It's staying around .9. He's gonna have to use all of his battery. Skiller will, which he is doing, and he's gonna stay within DRS. What a pass by the McLaren of Skiller to get around Cookie and the Aston Martin. Perfectly executed plan.
Yeah, of course. I think that virtual safety car ending really caught off almost everyone in the grid. Cam, Hoopalicious, and Brake Tester 2 still very close within each other. No battling as of yet, apart from lap 2. But so far, it is one of the closest battles. XF1 is going to go swap positions once again with Cloud. Very late braking. Gets the apex done. Great move from him on the hards right now.
I feel like for Axe's race today, I think he's going to have to be racing Cloud and Dayton, but Dayton may even have too much pace. I think as long, maybe, just maybe, if he can keep swapping with Cloud, he can hold Dayton at bay. But Dayton is already back with the DRS of Minico and Sufi.
Of course, the battles are starting to separate as of lap 1. We saw a huge DRS train at the start of the race, and the gaps are starting to separate. Minico and Sufyan battling it out for P8 and P9.
Oh, Hoop almost spun out there coming out of turn 1. That will give Sanchez an opportunity here if he wants it. No, he doesn't. But look at how managed. Look how Hoop has managed his battery from the start of the Grand Prix. Stuck at 100. Stuck at Cam. 50. Not good for him.
Yeah.
Sanchez is at 80. Skither at 60. Cookie at 10.
Cookie at 10. Oh my god. He really wants to stay in this DRS, really. But yeah, Hoop very much well known for his...
I hate to interrupt, but
yeah.
we completely missed it. Dayton jumped Minico and Sufi on the same straight.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Minico, Dayton's having a really great comeback right now. 5 seconds away from the pair of XF1 and Cloud. but still, so far so good. Into the points already, and Hoopalicious battling for the win. PSR
That's it,
Sky
the pits.
retires in the pit lane. Back to the battle in the lead. It has remained the same top 3 for the last 5 or so laps. Hoop gets a little bit of a moment that might allow Sanchez to go for a move up his gearbox. Thinks about the move. Almost 3 wide. Down the inside on Hoopalicious. I think Hoop might get the better exit here. Yes, he does. And I think he might want to force it against Sanchez. He's really desperate to get that P2. Hoop has no choice but defend the outside. Cam, wow. I mean, all this battling from Sanchez. Sanchez is trying to force a move from Hoopalicious to Cam, really. Cam is just a sitting duck. All Sanchez wants to do is pass Hoopalicious, and Hoopalicious can't help himself but to use overtake and almost pass Cam, really.
I mean, it would have been, to me, I feel like Sanchez shouldn't have went for it on the second straight. The first straight, I'd say that's fair game. I see the reason why they go for it. But all the second straight did was risk Hoop getting around Cam, because Hoop didn't even only used 15% of his battery. He's at 85. Sanchez used half of his battery. But all that did was stack everybody back up against each other, and that almost caused Skither to get around both of them. As once again, I don't agree with this at all. I really don't.
Oh, down the inside. I mean, even Cam and Sanchez battling it out. Sanchez really eager to just battle it out. He's probably bored or something. Hoopalicious is gonna give the place back to Cam, and Sanchez down the inside of both of them.
Contact. Here goes Skither on Hoopalicious.
Oh my. Hoopalicious down the inside. Skither defending the outside. Can he make the move done? Skither around the outside coming into the next turn. Oh, contact between the two. Skither almost yielding. Yeah, he had to yield there. He had a little bit of a loose rear end with the contact with Hoopalicious there. But, I mean, all this definitely helped Red Bull. They're now a 1-2. Hoop is definitely going to be very frustrated with that.
I mean, definitely, but look what all it did was hurt Sanchez, because he's at 25 battery right now. Cam's at 50. Cam's stationary. Hoop is still at 60. Skither at 40, though. But here comes Sanchez on Cam. So it seems like to me they're just going to be DRS swapping. But it didn't even take Hoop one DRS straight. He's already back up to them like it's nothing.
Yep. I mean, really, no team orders from the both of them.
Green
all battle it out. Cam retains his lead. But will Sanchez try and challenge for another lap? I don't think he has the ERS to do so, really. I mean, I did tell both of the drivers I will give them $20 if they do if they do win.
They're racing for money. Come on, man.
They definitely are racing for money. And Hoop is just a bystander here. I really feel bad for Hoop getting bullied, both of these drivers. Lap 16 now. Break Testers 2 has another chance. Will he decide save ERS or go for the lead? I mean, when we first, 2 laps ago, we thought, what is Sanchez doing? But the Red Bull are 1-2 right now, and Sanchez is battling for the lead. Here he goes, down the inside of Cam.
Wow, they just saw that. Here comes Hoop on Cam.
Yep, Hoopalicious has the DRS, so does Cam. But Sanchez I think he might be too far away. No, he isn't. Cam down the inside of his Red Bull teammate. Catches Sanchez off guard, gets a bad exit. Sanchez around the outside. He's going to have to go for the next corner, but Cam has the racing line in order to defend his position. I would say this battling is hurting them, but this is the farthest these gaps have ever been. Hoopalicious on the gravel. This helps Skither. Skither takes P3. Hoopalicious is going to go into the pits.
Same with Cam.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Cam's in the pits, though. Same with Cookie, though.
Yeah. Hoopalicious, I think, missed that pit lane, decided to stay safe and not risk any penalty. This is going to change the positions the most, folks. Cam, the leader, into the pits. So has, who was it? Cookie. Brake Tester 2 leads the race. Skither 2/10 behind him. Will Skither challenge for the win while Cam goes for the undercut? Wait and see. On this straight, Sanchez does not have the DRS. Skither does. Skither thinks better of it. So does Hoopalicious. Hoopalicious, even though has been bullied throughout this whole entire race, he's still keeping his head calm. Head calm, head down. Really, I think all of them will head into the pits this coming lap.
I mean, I believe so, but you say that Sanchez didn't lose. I mean, I disagree. The battery means so much in this game. He's only at 15%. When it's time to lay the hammer down and to go, Sanchez has nothing in his favor. Meanwhile, if you look at Hoop, 60, Skither, 60. Even go back to Cam, he's at 45. Cookie's at 30, but he kind of doesn't count. He's just been there.
Oh yeah, Cookie's just vibing, bro. Let him be. He's a different POV from this. Cloud into the pits.
Here comes Scoop on Skither. He's going to easily get the position.
Don't really think that costed them any time. If anything, maybe that... Well, I don't think it really helped or costed them time. We'll have to wait and see. Cam is... As much as they stretch these medium tires, the more Cam gains an advantage from his fresh, hard tires. I'm not sure if they are coming into the pits this lap. What was that, Zach?
Something I do want to mention, Cam and Cookie are stuck in traffic right now. The two people ahead of him going wheel to wheel. Cam's going to try and make it go 3 wide here. He's going to get around a minute. Oh, that's for sure.
Yep, Minico lets him through. Leaders decide to stay out for another lap.
Here,
Cam down the inside of Sufjan.
I think Cam gave it. I think Sufi just gave him the spot, but that means Cam got ahead of those two before Cookie could get around 1. So I think this is just going to drop Cookie.
Yeah, I'm not sure if really with how much the leaders are extending the gap. Kupalish is going to try and go for the move on Sanchez. Nope, he thinks better of it, but with I lost my train of thought here. With how much these leaders are overcutting, I think Cookie might even be able to fight for P2 at least. Here he goes, going for Sufjan. Into turn 2, makes the move done, and is now within a second range between him and Cam.
Wow.
So he's still in it.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was going to be dropped, but still, biggest losers, once again, Cookie and Cam. They lose all their battery. If you look at the top 3, Skither's at 70. Who's at 50? Sanchez is back at 20.
Sanchez is back at 20, wow. They are staying out for a really long time. Do you think they might even go for the medium soft option, Zach?
I mean,
can the softs even make it?
I mean, it's going to be close. 12 laps in a sprint. Cookie made 12 laps work, but of course, those with a safety car in between. So it was really like 7 or 8. I mean,
Sanchez did get a little bit rear in the loose.
I feel like if they don't, I feel like if they don't pit by lap 23, they're going to go for soft. But move on the inside of Sanchez. He's just easily going to get the position.
Ooh.
But I think Sanchez is going to fight it back here. I think he's kind of forced to. He's way too close.
Down the inside, he is flashing his red light. But once again, like you said, he's forced to make the move if he wants to lose as little time as possible to his rival Cam in the Red Bull in P5 right now.
Cookie has been dropped from Cam's DRS, though. I do want to note that.
Yep.
As Minico down the inside of
one
Sufi
car separated
for P8.
Yep, Sanchez is going to fall into the pits, I think. Kupalish is going to follow. Skither stays out.
I mean, he has to pit this lap, I'd say, because the undercut is too overpowered in this game. I mean, look, Cam and Cookie are going to be way ahead. Sanchez on the softs. Hoop on the hards.
Very ambitious move. Hoop on the hards. Interesting strategy from every single driver. Skither staying out. Hoop on hards on lap 21. Cam trying his best on the undercut. I mean, to be fair, Cam and Boss Cookie's undercut definitely did work. And Brake Tester 2 on the softs. Brake Tester 2 has one McLaren in front of Boss Cookie and Cam. Does not overtake him coming into turn 2, but he has an opportunity to do so in this next straight.
Something.
Cloud also, I mean,
Cloud's ahead of
how much-
Delicious. He's using
Yeah.
his battery. He's gonna fight him here. He's gonna do an ambitious dive on Sufi.
Oh, great dive on Sufi. Hoopalicious is also going to take advantage of that, but Cloud's undercut definitely helped him.
I mean, Skither's in the pits now. Let's see what he does. But this is such a huge loss for Hoop since Cloud's back around him. If you remember the pace difference in the first stint, if that stays true in the last one, he's gonna be gone from Sanchez. Sanchez is gonna be gone. He's gonna be driving in the sunset. Skither on the softs as well. So we have a common denominator.
Fortunately, he loses a lot of time from them after one lap, or staying out for one more lap. Hoopalicious passing Cloud. I think that might be the smartest move for Cloud, letting Hoopalicious through. But this is it. Brake Tester 2 against Cam and Boss Cookie. Can Cam retain the lead from his Red Bull teammate, or can Brake Tester 2 catch him up in time, before his softs die? That's the real question.
I mean, Hoop is at 30% battery. He's lost everything. Sanchez is at 15, Cloud at 20, Skither at 55, Axe at 85, but he's just been kind of in no man's land, to be fair. But Cookie at 15, Cam at 25, so everybody's kind of used their battery a bit. I kind of feel like they would manage it a little bit more, especially if I'm Hoop, because it feels like to me he was the fastest car in the first stint. I don't understand how to use it all, because Sanchez is on the sauce. He's going to die off. He's going to reel back into him. You're just wasting your time, and you're allowing Cloud to come back at you, because you have no battery, but Cloud does.
Yeah, I think as the ERS is starting to die off, drivers are starting to get desperate. They already made their strategy calls, and some worked, some others didn't. Cam definitely was desperate to get ahead of both his teammate and Hoopalicious and Sanchez. I mean, Sanchez has been very much desperate to get ahead of
Something happened to
both
Minico.
of his rivals.
I saw what happened to Minico. He hit a curb and his car just stopped. But that allowed Ron to get the position. Minico's fighting it. I mean, I don't. Of course, since I'm Alpine, I know I kind of have a biased opinion on that. But that's a little sketchy. Just
Yeah,
a
a little
little.
bit sketchy from there. It is caught on stream, so if you want to
Ooh,
report it,
3
go
second
ahead.
penalty.
Oh, that is a game changer. Hoopalicious 3-second time penalty. That affects his challenge for the lead.
Like I said, Cloud is staying within his DRS, and he's also regenerating it while Hoop is still using. I don't understand. You can't stay with Sanchez at all. You're on hards while Sanchez is on softs. You're gonna lose time no matter what you do.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to pull a Hail Mary, really, hoping that he could probably stay in the DRS, which obviously it's not worked out for him. And 3-second time penalty just shows his desperation to try and still get into this lead, which unfortunately has not paid off. 10 laps still remaining. Anything can happen. No safety cars as of yet, thankfully.
God bless
But yeah.
us tonight with no safety car.
Really,
Sanchez,
God bless.
3
I
seconds.
mean, oh, Sanchez as well. That might be it.
We really letting
That
him
might
win
be
this
it.
race, bro. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing realistic here?
Really, I mean, even then, he has caught a substantial amount, Sanchez, to Cam. It's we'll see if his softs die off in time for him to catch up with him. But yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, to be fair, you got to give a massive round of applause to Cloud. Did a massive undercut on these lead guys, and that's propelled him into this battle for a podium, basically, at this point.
Yeah, even pulled away from Axe.
I mean, Skither is slowly reeling him in, but I think his sauce are going to die out before he could even get there. All he has to worry about is staying within Hoop's DRS. and Sanchez is all over Cookie right now, but Cookie is 5 seconds off of Cam. Cam has blistering pace right now.
Yep, once Cam is locked in, Cam is basically unstoppable. Brake Tester 2 is going to get the DRS, and very easy move right before even the braking zone. He's going to get the move done. Boss Cookie knows he really can't do anything else. But this is it. Cam versus Brake Tester 2. 5 seconds. 5 lap old softs versus 9 lap old mediums. Cookie might fight back the P2 there.
That's a safety car. Everything changes. Throw everything we just set out the window. It's gonna be full.
Well then,
softs all the way. Oh my!
I mean, Cookie overtook Sanchez right before the safety car. That is valid. This helps Cam. This helps Cookie. This does not help Brake Tester or Hoopalicious. Here we go. Cam into the pits. No-brainer decision. Going into softs.
I mean, hell, it doesn't help Dayton or Axe either, as they both have 3 seconds respectfully. But let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Everybody's gonna have a 3-second run into this because it's gonna be flat out push all the way to the end of the Grand Prix. And the 2 AlphaTauri's got a free pit stop. I wonder if that's gonna propel them any.
Yeah, we saw Sanchez get held up a bit by his teammate there. He's gonna lose a couple positions. Lost a position to Cloud, lost a position to Hoopalicious and Boss Cookie.
I mean, that is not beneficial at all. Especially with that 3-second. All it does is just... I mean, there's a possibility that Sanchez may not even... I mean, he's going to get points, but if everybody can stay in DRS, I believe that everybody stays in DRS with each other, right? Sanchez could have a good possibility of not even getting a top 5 here. But,
yeah.
Wow.
Cookie might even go for the win here. I'm going to go as far as saying that. Maybe even Cloud. Well, these 2 drivers are definitely new factors coming into the lead of this race. But, once again, we get a Cam restart. Really excited. What will he do, Zach?
Let's
Will he go really early, or will he go really late? What do you say?
I hope he just does what he did at Spain. Just never go. Don't go until you pass start finish line, man.
Really, I mean, the straight is really long, to be fair. The clouds are starting to come in. That's interesting.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna
there might be
rain. If there's rain,
Hope
then...
not. Because it wasn't planned in the first lobby anyway, so...
I mean, I don't think it's gonna rain. It's just gonna be cloudy.
Yeah. 14 cars running. 5 DNFs, 6 DNFs so far. A lot of them being, well, I don't think, some of them being self-inflicted. The likes of Jack, I think it was Greenhorn, Sky definitely as well, and Cobb. 13 drivers though, with really fresh softs. It's all to play for. 13 drivers, 1 win, and 1 driver on the mediums pitting for softs as well. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, I'm hoping that the safety car comes in the side because I want to see the most laps. To see a max out push battle for the win.
Yep. I think it might go 1 more lap, considering Chandler Seda 2 is so far behind. Yeah, if only he did not get that 3-second, he'd be definitely looking for the win.
I mean, same thing with Sanchez as well. Had a possibility at the win because before a safety car come in, he was pushing like mad. He was up to P2, but safety car comes out with a 3-second penalty for both Hoop and Sanchez. It's just worst scenario they could ask for. But I would like to point out as well, though, my personal opinion, we should keep reduced safety cars. I feel like this has been such a better race. It's Chandler's
Yeah,
back in the pits.
really. Okay, so what is going on with Chandler? What is going on with Chandler? I think he's
Interesting.
gonna pit for fresher softs because of his other softs that are one lap older than everyone else's. So far, the order would be Cam, Boss Cookie, Cloud, Skither, Cringe, Minico, Sufian, Ron, Chandler, Seda, Chandler, Seda, and the rest the penalties in order. Basically, I don't want to repeat myself. Do you think Boss Cookie can stay for the podium, Zach?
I mean, he has a real possibility because Hoop in between himself and Cloud. I feel like his only opposition for even a P2 here would be Cloud, but Hoop is in between them both. But I feel like as long as Cookie can stay in Hoop and DRS, I feel like his Hoop, I feel like he's a faster car than Cookie. I feel like he's going to get around him with ease. But I do wonder, will Cam fight Hoop or not? Because Hoop, I believe, has the pace to plot a 3-second gap. But it's just going to all depend on what Cam wants. Safety car is going to come in this lap. We're going to have 7 laps of just pedal to the metal, everything you've got.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, no more safety cars after this. Cam, let's see what he decides. Cookie's gonna be ready for this. Cookie's experienced this before. Just waiting for that throttle input. There he goes. A bit later than the first safety car restart, but definitely. Oh, I would say that's a very average start from Cam. I'm not even gonna lie, considering it is Cam. Boss Cookie, 3/10 behind him. Anything to play for. 6 laps.
My game's broken, bro. My audio is just dead. But here comes Hoop on Cookie.
Hoop wasting no time to try and pass Cookie. Cookie tried to go back for that move coming into turn 2. Does not get it done though. Hoopalicious is gonna want to fight for that win. Has the slipstream of Cam. Cam controlling this race so much.
Here comes Minico on Cringe on going to turn 4 for P9. Cringe get a pinch. Minico down the inside. He will get the better traction, but going into turn 5 now using the battery, Minico just has to let him through, but goes for a switchback. Not able to get it done. Aston grip is just too much for the Haas to handle. But Hoop is all over the back of Cam already. They're using everything they got. They're already down the 50 battery. Now, I think that's using a little bit too much, in my opinion. Still got to hold off just a little bit. Got to stay disciplined.
Yeah, for sure. It is a shootout. Hoopalicious, very close to Cam. He wants this win. Will he go for the overtake coming into turn 2? He's thinking about it. Thinks better of it. Cam retains the lead.
Here comes Sanchez on Cloud.
Yep.
This will have to be a must-need if he wants to have a chance at the podium. Because remember, Hoop has a 3-second. Same with Sanchez. They're on equal level. So he could still get a P3 right here, but he has to pull out a 3-second gap on Cloud and Skither, and also past Hoop, as Skither as well is all over Cloud. Seems like Cloud, when everybody's on level pegging, just has no pace.
Yeah, for sure, especially this race. Lap 1, he couldn't really battle the cars in front and fell down into P9, and I mean he lost 1 position now, and both Sanchez and Cloud are losing ground to the top 3. DRS is now enabled. Hoop is gonna have the best chance of his life if he wants to get this win. He might wait until the last lap like he did in the sprint race, or he might be eager to pull that 3-second. He's gonna be eager, go for the move early on. Lap 32 out of 36, retains the lead. Will he keep the lead? That is the real question.
He has 10 battery compared to 25 of Cam and 40 of Cookie. So as Hoop gets past by Cam going to turn 4, I thought you were going to go there, but all this is doing is letting Sanchez catch back up. So all Hoop did was just cost himself time to the guys behind him. As with Sanchez being in DRS, you have Cloud, you have Skither, you have Axe, you have Dayton. Everybody down the Minico has DRS on you. So wasting all your battery, it just effectively killed your race here.
Yeah, of course. It might have been maybe strategic between Cam and Hoopalicious, considering they both know Hoopalicious has a 3-second. But like you said, I mean, they did waste their battery. Cookie's right behind them, and Sanchez is in their DRS. No one is out of each other's DRS so far, apart from Chandler in 12th. Hoopalicious is going to try the move once again, this time around the outside. Makes the move done before the braking zone. Gives Cam another chance of overtaking him down into turn 4. Hoopalicious is blinking. Cam is going to go for the move once again. So yeah, I think it is probably strategic, but it's not helping them really.
I mean, once again, I just cannot get over the fact, why did Hoop use all this bad ERS on the laps that didn't have DRS? What you should have used enough to stay within striking distance. Once DRS was activated, then you go.
Yeah. And of course, now that he's flashing, that lets Cookie and all the other cars behind him know that he is flashing and he
Cloud
is struggling.
second.
Cloud!
Oh, I just dropped my phone.
Cloud.
Interesting.
Cloud 3-second. That podium position might not be up for grabs for him anymore. That is a potential bottle. Lap 34 out of 36. Hoop is gonna go to Cam once again.
Sanchez!
But Cookie is not gonna be caught off guard.
Oh!
Cookie's gonna go down the inside of Cam, down the inside of Hoop as well. Pushes Hoop wide.
Wow!
Cam and Hoop battling it out. Cam
Here comes
not
Sanchez.
gonna have any of it. He might go down the inside of Cookie. And oh yeah, brake tester Hoop battling it out as well. Hoopalicious down the inside, keeps that place. Great. I mean, it was ambitious, but it was smart from Cookie.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's 3 laps coming to 2. They're also at level battery.
And Cookie does not have any penalties, so this is a on-track battle, a Red Bull battling an Aston Martin. This is Cookie's opportunity of a lifetime right here. He's not going to have DRS coming into the straight heading into turn 2, which is going to hinder him so much considering he has a inferior car. Hoopalicious already in the back of Cam. I think they both know who their target is. Cam, going to go down the inside. Will Hoop follow? No, he won't. But Cookie around the outside. Cam pushes this off. Hoopalicious gets that advantage. Brake tester 2 just really being a bystander there. And Cookie back into P2 is going to get pressure from brake tester 2 as well. That's Axe down the inside of Skither.
Cannot get the move done,
Cannot
though.
make the move done. Lap 35 out of 36. Next lap is going to be all or nothing for Hoopalicious, for Cam, and especially for Boss Cookie. Boss Cookie under pressure by brake tester. Brake tester thinks better of it.
I mean, if you're Cam, you're praying that God, that Hoop doesn't do anything miraculous here. Because, I mean, your podium at this, it's going to be Cam, Cookie, and Skither. Skither in the McLaren as well.
So many penalties racking up at the end of this race. Here we go. Cam and Hoopalicious for the final time this race. Cam is going to defend his position. Oh, Cloud and Sanchez having a little bit of a scrap as well. Sanchez keeps his position. Cam and Hoopalicious. Again, Cam defends into turn 4. Lets Hoopalicious by.
I mean, it's a smart decision.
It is a smart decision for sure. Boss Cookie keeps his P3 from Sanchez, and Hoopalicious is going to take it home. Going to be in P1, but I think it might be a P9, or maybe, I don't want to do math right now. Hoopalicious and Cam going through the final sector. Hoop is going to win on track strategically, but Cam is going to win the race. Cam, the Red Bull, wins the Australian Grand Prix. Boss Cookie, great second. Skither in third. Formula Cringe fourth. Hoopalicious fifth. Brake Tester 2 sixth. Cloud 7th. Axe F1 8th. Dayton 9th. Sufyan 10th. That is your top 10. Wow, what a race, Zach.
I mean, what a race. I mean, I kind of expected that type of new F50 car. I mean, everybody was going to the wall. But Skither, Man, you gotta feel heartbroken for Hoop, but that is a self-inflicted 3 seconds. Same with Cloud as well. When the safety car came out, a podium was in front of them. It was guaranteed. He finished ahead of Skidder on track as well. But man, I feel like Cookie could have done anything different. I feel like he didn't have enough battery to hold off Cam, and Cam also had the superior car and pace at the end of the day. I feel like there's nobody stopping Cam unless something happened with himself and Hoop on the last lap. But Cam did the smart thing and let Hoop through.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, like you said, Cookie did nothing wrong. That that attack on both of them for the lead was really strategic. I wouldn't. It was ambitious, but it was calculated. You know, it needed to happen. It kind of gave Cam and Hoop a statement that they aren't the only ones controlling this race. That kind of gave Cam, I think it kind of scared Cam really, which is surprising for him, but he still led the race and finished it in first place.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But Dayton, I mean, there's a driver I was expecting to make noise there. It was Dayton, but couldn't do anything. Ron P12 as well, holding where he started at the start of the Grand Prix.
But yeah, that is going to be it for me and Zach. Thank you, Zach, for joining me. Great race, considering we are on reduced safety cars. I think that is the new meta, well, the new solution for these type of races. Zach, till next time, thank you so much. We will see you guys next week for Realistic, and tomorrow for Tier 3, and the day after that for Tier 2 and Tier 1. Thank you, guys.
Yup.